Good evening, students. All right. We are not going to start with the lecture for the time being. Okay. Since our geometry lecture के बाद थोड़ा छोटा break मिला है, so we'll wait for another 10 minutes and we'll start after 10 minutes. Okay. You can just relax, close your eyes, okay, and relax for 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, we'll start with the algebra lecture. All right. Welcome back, students. Now, before we start with today's algebra lecture, I want every one of you to listen to the instructions very, very, very carefully. Students, the ongoing algebra and geometry chapter, ज्योमेट्री का जो चैप्टर नंबर 1 चल रहा है सिमिलैरिटी, एंड अलजेब्रा का जो चैप्टर नंबर 1 चल रहा है लीनियर इक्वेशन इन टू वेरिएबल, will get over on this coming Saturday. You all right? Now, as requested by few students and parents, that sir, we require doubt solving session since we are having certain doubts in algebra as well as geometry. Accordingly, students, we have arranged the doubt solving lecture on 21st of June and 28th of June. Now on 21st of June, we will have doubt solving lecture for algebra and geometry, chapter 1, for lectures 1 to 6. Both these chapter students, they are of total 12 lectures. तो लेक्चर 1 से लेक्चर 6 तक के जितने भी डाउट्स होंगे वो क्लैरिफाई किए जाएंगे ड्यूरिंग द डाउट सॉल्विंग सेक्शन which will happen through Zoom app on 21st. And accordingly, लेक्चर नंबर 7 से लेके लेक्चर नंबर 12 तक के सम्स में अगर किसी भी तरह का कोई भी डाउट होगा, फॉर दोस द डाउट सॉल्विंग विल बी अरेंज्ड ऑन 28th of June. So students, kindly make sure that whatever doubts that you'll be having in relation to algebra and geometry chapter number 1, you can make a note of it properly so that accordingly, when the doubt solving is arranged on 21st and 28th, you can get your doubts cleared from the respective teacher. All right. Moving further, students. Now, starting from this coming Sunday, that is 14th of June onwards, on every Sunday to Sunday, we'll be arranging for the lectures of optional subject, that is for Sanskrit and French. So all those students, those who are having their optional subject as Sanskrit or French, kindly make sure that your lectures would be conducted on every Sunday. So we are starting off with the lectures for these optional subject, that is Sanskrit and French, from coming Sunday onwards, that is 14th of June. The details regarding the lectures would be sent to you all by the respective admin head of the center. All right. Moving further, students, from coming Monday onwards, that is 15th of June onwards, from 15th of June up till 27th of June, we'll be catering to the lectures of the subject Marathi, history, and biology. And students, these lectures will be conducted through Zoom app. Once again, I repeat, from coming Monday, that is 15th of June onwards, up till 27th of June, we are continuing with the lectures for the subject history, Marathi, and biology. But students, for these three subjects in the next 2 weeks, we are going to conduct lectures through Zoom app. And we are doing it purposely, students, so that we want you to analyze it. Which mode of lectures is more convenient for us? Zoom के lectures convenient है, जहां पर जो फिक्स टाइमिंग बोला है वहां पर हमें अटेंड करना है चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, और एल्स अब जैसे अलजेब्रा ज्योमेट्री के लिए वेबिनार कंडक्ट किया गया है वो हमारे लिए ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल है, जहां पर अगर बाय चांस किसी इमरजेंसी की वजह से अगर हम लोग लाइव लेक्चर नहीं बैठ पाते तो वी स्टिल डू हैव प्रोविजन टू अटेंड द लेक्चर लेटर ऑन एज पर आवर कन्वीनियंस. So we want you to analyze in the next 2 weeks, starting from 15th of June. And then after 27th of June, accordingly, we'll take a call. All right, take care. I hope so, students. Whatever instructions have been given to you people, it is quite clear. Now let us continue with algebra. Okay. Now, students, if I'm not wrong, in our previous lecture, we had completed the fourth and the last method of solving simultaneous linear equations. Can you all tell me what was the name of that fourth method, students? Very good. Cramer's rule. And with that, we had completed all the 4 methods of solving simultaneous linear equation. Now, today, students, what we are going to do is we are going to learn about special type of equations. Okay. Today, in the entire course of lecture, we are going to learn about special type of equation. So special type matlab kaise hai? To understand the special type of equation, let us start with a sum. Practice set 1.4, main question number 1 ka sum number 1. Now students, the question here says, solve the following simultaneous equations. Now students, I want every one of you to look at both the equations very, very, very carefully. I want every one of you to read the first equation. 2 upon x minus 3 upon y is equal to 15. All right. Students, read the second equation. 8 upon x plus 5 upon y is equal to 77. Now, students, tell me, which are the 2 alphabets or the variables that we are having in these equations? Very good, x and y. Now, students, I want you all to look at the equations very carefully. दोनों alphabets को ध्यान से देखो. Now, tell me, ये जो दोनों alphabets है x and y, ये दोनों alphabets कहाँ पर है? Whether they are present in the numerator or in the denominator. Absolutely correct. They are present in the denominator. Now, listen to my next statement very carefully, students. Whenever we come across such kind of equations where both the alphabets, both the variables are present in the denominator, then those equations are not linear equations. Once again, I repeat, those equations are not linear equations. तो सर अगर ये इक्वेशंस लीनियर इक्वेशंस है ही नहीं तो फिर ये चैप्टर में क्या कर रहा है? बिकॉज इस चैप्टर का तो नाम है लीनियर इक्वेशन एंड टू वेरिएबल्स, तो फिर इसे तो इस चैप्टर में होना ही नहीं चाहिए था. I completely agree to it. Students, both the given equations are not linear equations, but we can make these equations linear equations by proper substitution. Wait, once again, I repeat my statement. We can make these equations linear equations by proper substitution. Now, sir, what do you mean by the statement by proper substitution? चलो देखते हैं एग्जैक्टली प्रॉपर सब्स्टिट्यूशन से हम इन इक्वेशंस को लीनियर इक्वेशंस कैसे बनाते हैं. ऑलराइट, आई वांट एवरी वन ऑफ यू टू लुक एट द फर्स्ट इक्वेशन वेरी केयरफुली. Students, in this first equation, the very first term, can I look at the first term? 2 upon x. Can I write 2 upon x as 2 into 1 upon x? चलेगा, बिकॉज कोई फर्क नहीं गिरेगा, बिकॉज 2 ones will give us 2, तो न्यूमरेटर में 2 ही रहेगा एंड डिनोमिनेटर में वी आर ऑलरेडी हैविंग x. तो 2 upon x जो है दैट हैज बीन रिटन एज 2 into 1 upon x. Similarly, students, look at the second term, 3 upon y. Can I write 3 upon y as 3 into 1 upon y? कोई फर्क नहीं गिरेगा, बिकॉज 3 इफ इट गेट्स मल्टीप्लाइड तो 3 ones will give me 3, तो न्यूमरेटर में we'll have 3 and denominator में we are already having y, so it would be 3 upon y, right? For the time being, I'm numbering this equation as equation number 1. Now, the way I have expressed the first equation, I want every one of you to do the same for the second equation. Everyone look at the second equation. Which is the first term in the second equation? 8 upon x. So now students, tell me, how will you write 8 upon x as? Very good, 8 into 1 upon x. All right. Now students, look at the second term, 5 upon y. Now tell me, students, how will you write 5 upon y as? Very good, 5 into 1 upon y. And for the time being, I will number this equation as equation number 2. सर, आपने वो दोनों इक्वेशन को ऐसे क्यों एक्सप्रेस किया? Now, if you recollect, what did I say? कि हम लोग इन इक्वेशंस को लीनियर इक्वेशंस बनाएंगे by proper substitution. And remember, students, you will substitute for that part which is common in both the equation. आप सब्स्टिट्यूट उसी पार्ट को करोगे जो दोनों इक्वेशन में सेम होना चाहिए, जो दोनों इक्वेशन में कॉमन होना चाहिए. तो नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, लुक एट इक्वेशन नंबर 1 एंड इक्वेशन नंबर 2. कैन यू टेल मी दोनों इक्वेशन में विच आर द कॉमन थिंग्स दैट यू ऑब्जर्व? यस, 1 अपॉन x दोनों में दिख रहा है, एंड एनीथिंग एल्स? Absolutely correct, 1 upon y. So students, in the next step, we are going to substitute for these common parts. So common parts matlab we'll substitute for 1 upon x as say equal to m. All right, means jidhar bhi 1 upon x dikhega uske jagah pe we'll put m, and we'll substitute for 1 upon y as equal to n. मतलब जिधर भी 1 upon y दिखेगा उसके जगह पे we'll put n. तो सर, ये जो आपने m and n लिया है, यही दो अल्फाबेट लेना है क्या? No, any alphabet will do except the alphabets which are already present in the question. अब क्वेश्चन में ऑलरेडी x and y है, तो आप x and y वापस नहीं ले सकते. तो x and y के अलावा you can consider any other alphabet, may it be a and b or may it be p and q, that's perfectly fine. So here in this sum, for the time being, what I have done is I am substituting 1 upon x as equal to m and 1 upon y as equal to n. So now after substitution, students, look at the next step very carefully. Ab equation 1 mein, this 2 will remain as it is. अब जो दिख रहा है 1/x, what did we say कि 1/x के जगह पे what are we going to put? Exactly 1/2 के जगह 1/x के जगह पर आएगा m, keeping -3 as it is. Now tell me students, in place of 1/y, what are we going to substitute? Absolutely correct, n, and equal to 15 will remain as it is. Now we get a linear equation, so we'll number this linear equation as equation number 3. So did you all see students, how did we convert an equation which was not a linear equation into a linear equation? By proper substitution. And students, we'll substitute only for that part which is common, which is same in both the equations. All right. So moving further, now I want every one of you to do the same step for the second equation. So now look at the second equation, students. 8 will remain as it is. Next step 1/x. So now tell me 1/x की जगह पे क्या डालना है? Absolutely correct, m, ठीक है, plus 5 as it is. Now tell me students, 1/y के जगह पर क्या डालना है? Very good, n, and सामने क्या है? Equal to 77. So I get my next linear equation. So I'll number this linear equation as equation number 4. So what have we done, students? The two equations given to us in the question were not linear equations because usme both the alphabets were present in the denominator. But we have converted both those equations into linear equations by doing proper substitution. And remember, students, we'll substitute for that part only which is common in both the equations. So now we have got two linear equations and we are very well aware how to solve both the linear equation. Students, you may solve these linear equations by any method of your choice. May it be elimination by equating the coefficient, may it be elimination by substitution, or may it be even by Cramer's rule. All right. Now here we'll solve both the equation by elimination by equating the coefficients. So chalo students, you all are going to help me out. Now tell me, elimination by equating the coefficient. What is the first step that says? Perfect. Check whether the equations are present in its basic form. And if they are present in its basic form, then number the equation, which has already been done, right? Let us proceed towards the next step. Which is the next step? Absolutely correct. Select any one alphabet of your choice. Now tell me students here, which are the two alphabets that you're having in this equation? Yes, M and N. तो अभी कोई भी एक alphabet select करना है of our choice. So let us do one thing. I'll select alphabet M. All right. अब मेरा पूरा focus will be on alphabet M. Now in the next step, what I need to do is I need to make the coefficients of M equal. So now tell me students, in equation 3, what is the coefficient of M? 2. In equation 4, what is the coefficient of M? 8. 2 and 8. Are the coefficients equal? No. So I'll have to make the coefficients equal. 2 को क्या हम 8 बना सकते हैं? Yes. 2 कितने सा will give me 8? 4s are absolutely correct. So what I'll do is in the next step, I'll multiply entire equation 3 by 4. So now if I start multiplying entire equation 3 by 4, students, tell me 2m into 4 कितना देगा? Very good, 8m minus sign as it is. Now tell me students, 3n into 4 कितना देगा? Absolutely correct. 12n is equal to 15 into 4 would be how much? Very good, 60. So now I get a new equation. So I'll number this equation as equation number 5. So now students, my complete focus will be on equation number 4 and equation number 5. So now students, look at equation number 4 and 5 and tell me in equation 4, what is the coefficient of M now? 8. In equation 5, what is the coefficient of M? 8. So now the coefficients have become equal. Once the coefficients will become equal, then you will pay attention to their sign. So tell me students, equation 4 mein, what is the sign that M is having? Absolutely correct. Kuch nahi means the sign is plus. In equation 5, what is the sign that alphabet M is having? Plus. So plus, plus. So students, same sign or different sign? Same sign. So agar same sign hai, to we'll add or subtract. Very good. We'll subtract. So in the next step, we are going to subtract equation number 5 from equation number 4. So now students, tell me from के बाद कौन सा equation number है? 4, तो we'll write equation number 4 first, and from के पहले कौन सा equation number है 5, so we'll write equation number 5 below, and now we are subtracting both the equations. I hope so students you'll remember while subtracting the two equation, नीचे वाले equation का signs will get change. तो tell me students 8m का sign क्या दिख रहा है, change होगा तो very good. 12n का sign क्या है, change होगा तो very good. 60 का sign क्या है, change होगा तो absolutely correct. So now let us start subtracting it. So now tell me students, plus 8m minus 8m will get cancel. Okay. 5n ka sign is also plus and 12n ka sign is also plus. So 5n plus 12n will give us how much? Very good. 17n is equal to 77 minus 60 will give us how much? 17. So in the next step, students, so n will be equal to 17 upon 17. Now, if we do the cancellation, 17 ones are 17 ones are perfect. So we get the value of n as 1. So we have got the value of one alphabet, that is n, as equal to 1. Now, students, we still need to find the value of the other alphabet, that is m. जो हमें आता है कि कैसे ढूंढना है, एक अल्फाबेट का आंसर आते ही, to find the value of the other alphabet, हम लोग वो वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देते हैं in any of the equation. So let us do one thing. We'll substitute this value of n in, say, equation number 3. So students, everyone look at equation number 3. 2m minus 3n is equal to 50. Now in this equation, in place of n, we'll put its value, right? So keeping 2 as it is, 2m as it is, minus 3 as it is, in place of n, we'll put its value, that is 1, equal to 15 as it is. Now 2m as it is, students, minus 3 ones will give us how much? 3 is equal to 15. Now keeping 2m as it is, keeping equal to 15 as it is, 3, if it goes on the other side, here it is minus, so there it would be absolutely correct, plus 3. So therefore 2m would be equal to what, students? 18. So m would be equal to 18 upon 2. So do the cancellation, students. 2 ones are and 2, absolutely correct. So we get the value of m as 9. So students, we have got the value of both the alphabet, both the variables, that is m and n. So now students, we'll write down the final statement that the solution of the given simultaneous equations is m comma n, that is 9 comma 1. Am I right? We are wrong, because students, in the question, which were the two variables that we were having? X and Y. Means the question is expecting us to find the values of which two variables? X and Y. लेकिन हमें कौन से अल्फाबेट का आंसर मिला है? M and N. मतलब अभी तक सम खत्म नहीं हुआ है. Alright? So sir, how do we find the value of X and Y? Students, if you all recollect, look at the screen very carefully. देखो, initially starting में we had done substituting 1 upon x as equal to m and 1 upon y as equal to n. इसकी वजह से क्या हुआ था, x and y क्वेश्चन से बाहर चला गया था and m और n क्वेश्चन के अंदर आ गया था. लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स, अब m और n का तो आंसर आ चुका है. तो नाउ व्हाट वील डू इज m और n को बाहर निकालेंगे and we'll bring back x and y. तो इनिशियली जब x and y बाहर निकल गए थे तो हमने सब्स्टिट्यूट किया था. तो अब जब उनको अंदर लाना है, we'll do exactly the reverse thing, that is we will resubstitute. So resubstituting the values of m and n. So in that case, students, see here, 1 upon x is equal to, now there it was m, but now we have got the value of m. What is the value of m? Very good. So we'll write it down as 9. And similarly, 1 upon y is equal to n, but we have got the value of n. What is the value of n? 1. Perfect. I hope so that this step of resubstituting is clear to everyone. So now it is very simple, students. ध्यान से देखना. 1 upon x is equal to 9. So can I say it is nothing but 1 upon x is equal to 9 upon 1? क्योंकि 9 के नीचे जब denominator कुछ नहीं है, means the denominator is 1. So 1 upon x is equal to 9 upon 1. So now if I just do the reciprocal, so I'll get the answer as x is equal to 1 upon 9. And similarly, students, 1 upon y is equal to 1. तो 1 के पास भी डिनोमिनेटर कुछ नहीं है, तो मींस द डिनोमिनेटर विल बी 1. means 1 upon y is equal to 1 upon 1. So now if I do the reciprocal, so in that case 1 upon y, so it will become y. So y will be equal to 1 upon 1 again. 1 upon 1 is nothing but just 1. So now we get the values of x and y, that is x is equal to 1 upon 9 and y is equal to 1. So now students will write down the final statement. Therefore, the solution of the given simultaneous equations is x comma y, where the value of x is how much, students? Very good, 1 upon 9, and the value of y is how much? 1. Perfect. A full-fledged 4-mark sum for your board examination, students. I hope so. How to solve these equations, the special type of equations which are not linear equations, is quite clear to everyone. So remember, students, whenever both the alphabets or the variables are there in the denominator, means those equations are not linear equations, but you can make it linear by doing proper substitution. But remember, students, you will substitute always for that part only which is common in both the equations. Now, students, I'm giving you all exactly 5 minutes. I want you all to copy down this entire sum properly. All right? Your time starts now. Hurry up, students. Last 2 minutes. All right, stop writing, everyone. So now let us proceed towards the next sum based on the same concept, students. Take care. Now you people are going to help me out with the next sum. It's problem set 1, main question number 6, sum number 1. Again, the question says solve the following simultaneous equations. Okay. We have been given 2 equations, students. I want every one of you to read the first equation. 2 upon x plus 2 upon 3y is equal to 1 upon 6. Read the second equation. 3 upon x plus 2 upon y is equal to 0. Now, students, tell me first of all, in both the equations, which are the two variables that are given to us? Very good, x and y. Now, look at the equations very carefully. Tell me whether in the equation, the alphabets are present in the numerator or in the denominator. Absolutely correct. Both the alphabets are present in the denominator. And students, what have we learned? That when the alphabets are present in the denominator, it means that those equations are not linear equations. Lekin, we can make those equations linear equations by proper substitution. All right. So, chalo students, let us start with the process. Everyone look at the first equation now. Now, first equation, 2 upon x plus 2 upon 3y is equal to 1 upon 6. Now, students, tell me, how will I write 2 upon x as? Very good. 2 into 1 upon x. Take care. Plus sign as it is. 2 upon 3y. Now, tell me, students, how will you write 2 upon 3y as? Absolutely correct. It will be 2 upon 3 into 1 upon y. It will not make any difference. The reason behind it is, students, if we multiply it, numerator with the numerator, 2 ones will give me how much? 2. Denominator with the denominator, 3 into y will give us how much? 3y. So we get the same answer, that is 2 upon 3y. So koi farak nahi गिरेगा. So we have written 2 upon 3y as 2 upon 3 into 1 upon y. And for the time being, we'll number this equation as equation number 1. All right. Moving further, look at the second equation, students, and quickly tell me, how will you write 3 upon x as? Very good. 3 into 1 upon x. Tell me, how will you write 2 upon y as? 2 into 1 upon y. And for the time being, I'm numbering this equation as equation number 2. Now, students, what did we say? That to make these equations linear equations, we need to do proper substitution. But substitution हमेशा उसी part को करने का, which is common, means which should be present in both the equation. So now tell me, students, which is the common part in both the equation? Absolutely correct. 1 upon x and 1 upon y. So we are going to substitute for 1 upon x and 1 upon y. So students, we'll substitute 1 upon x as say equal to m. Means either 1 upon x दिखा उसके जगह पे m डालेंगे. And we'll substitute 1 upon y as say equal to n. Means जिधर 1 upon y दिखा उसके जगह पे हम n डालेंगे. So let us start with the substitution, students. Now in equation 1, keeping 2 as it is, tell me in place of 1 upon x, what will you write? Very good, m. Keeping plus sign as it is, 2 upon 3 as it is. Now tell me, students, in place of 1 upon y, क्या लिखेंगे? n. Very good. And equal to 1 upon 6 as it is. Now students, substitution के बाद ये जो equation मिला है ना, 2m plus 2 upon 3n is equal to 1 upon 6. I want every one of you to look at this equation very carefully. I think इधर कुछ तो गड़बड़ दिख रहा है. Absolutely correct. Denominator. So to make it simpler, it is better that we get rid of the denominator, right? Can you all tell me कि denominator में क्या-क्या दिख रहा है आपको? Yes, 3 and 6. Now if I'm not wrong, students, 3 and 6 दोनों 3 के टेबल में जाता है. So to get rid of this denominator 3 and 6, what I'll do is I will multiply throughout. I'll multiply each term. I'll multiply both sides by 6. Now, if I'll multiply both sides by 6, students, in that case, 6 into 2m, right? Plus 2 upon 3n into 6 is equal to 1 upon 6 into 6. So I've multiplied each and every term by 6. Now why I have multiplied it, students? Because 3 and 6, ठीक है? अभी 6 भी 3 के टेबल में जाता है and 6 के टेबल में भी जाता है. So hence the reason we have multiplied each term by 6. So now solving it further, students, ध्यान से देखना. If I do the cancellation, 3 ones are, 3 कितने जा? 2s are, all right? And 6 ones are and 6 ones are. So what are we left out with? So tell me, students, 6 into 2m. 6 2s will give us how much? 12m. And here 2 into 2n. 2 2s is how much? 4n. Perfect. Is equal to, on the right hand side we are left out with only 1. So now we get a linear equation. So we'll number this linear equation as equation number 3. I hope so, students. How did we get rid with the denominator? It is quite clear to everyone. The two denominators were 3 and 6. Okay, 6 भी 3 के टेबल में जाता है and 6 के टेबल में जाता है. So hence the reason to get rid of the denominator, we multiplied each term by 6. Moving towards the second equation, students, let's do the substitution in the second equation. Second equation में keeping 3 as it is. Now tell me, students, 1 upon x दिख रहा है. So in place of 1 upon x, what will you write? Absolutely correct. M plus 2 दिख रहा है, तो as it is. 1 upon x है, तो what will you write? Very good. N is equal to 0. So we have got the next linear equation. So we'll number it as equation number 4. I hope so that this step is very clear to all the students, that how did we convert both the equations which were not linear into linear equations by proper substitution. Now it is quite simple, students. Now we just need to solve these two equations. Let us solve these two equations by elimination by equating the coefficient. Tell me, students, what is the first step in elimination by equating the coefficient? Very good. Check whether the equations are present in their basic form, and if they are in their basic form, then number the equations. वो already हो चुका है. We have already numbered it as equation 3 and 4. So let us proceed towards the next step. The next step says select any one alphabet of your choice. So now, students, tell me in equation 3 and 4, which are the two alphabets that we are having? M and N. So we can select any one alphabet of our choice. Am I right? Okay. So in that case, students, what we'll do is here we'll select alphabet N. Okay. तो अभी आगे मेरा पूरा focus सिर्फ alphabet N पे रहेगा. So next step में what we are going to do is we'll make the coefficients of N equal. Now, can you all tell me, students, in equation 3 में, what is the coefficient of N? 4. Okay. In equation 4, what is the coefficient of n? 2. तो अभी coefficients तो equal नहीं है, 4 and 2 है, तो I'll have to make the coefficients equal. अच्छा, 2 को 4 बनाया जा सकता है? Yes. 2 कितने सा will give me 4? 2 2s are perfect. So hence the reason in the next step, I'll multiply the entire equation 4 by 2. All right. So if I'll multiply entire equation 4 by 2 students, so tell me 3m into 2. कितना देगा? Perfect, 6m, keeping plus sign as it is. Now tell me 2n into 2. कितना देगा? Absolutely correct. 4n is equal to 0 into 2. कितना देगा? Very good, 0. So with this, we get the equation. So I'm numbering this equation as equation number 5. So now my complete focus will be on equation number 3 and equation number 5. So now students, look at equation 3. Tell me in equation 3, what is the coefficient of n? Perfect, 4. Tell me in equation 5, what is the coefficient of n? Very good, 4. So abhi coefficients equal ho chuke hai. Now once the coefficients become equal, then we pay attention to their, absolutely correct, we pay attention to their sign. So tell me students, in equation 3, n ka sign kya hai? Very good, plus in equation 5, n ka sign kya hai? Very good, plus, so plus, plus, same sign or a different sign? Very good, same sign. If it is same sign, then what are we going to do? Adding or subtracting? Absolutely correct. We are going to subtract the two equations. So subtracting equation 5 from equation number 3. Tell me students, from के बाद कौन सा equation है? Equation 3. So we'll write equation 3 first. From के पहले कौन सा equation है? Equation 5. So we'll write down equation 5 below. Now since we are subtracting the two equations, students, नीचे वाले equation का signs will get change. तो tell me students, 6m का sign क्या दिख रहा है? Change होगा तो? Very good. 4n का sign क्या दिख रहा है? Change होगा तो? Absolutely correct. 0 का sign for the time being it's plus. Change होगा तो it will be minus. All right. So now students, subtracting the two equation. Now tell me plus 4n minus 4n will get cancel. Now look at the m variable very carefully. 12m minus 6m. 12m minus 6m will give us 6m is equal to 1 minus 0 will give us 1. Very good. So students, therefore m would be equal to 1 upon 6. So we get the answer for first alphabet m, that is equal to m 1 upon 6. Now students, in our equations, the alphabets were m and n. So abhi m ka value aa gaya. So it is very easy to find the value of m. We just have to substitute the value of m in any of the equation. So let us substitute the value of m in say equation number 3. So students, everyone look at equation number 3 very carefully. 12m plus 4n is equal to 1. Now in this equation, I'm keeping 12 as it is. Now in place of m, I'll substitute its value. What is the value, students? 1 upon 6. Perfect. Keeping rest everything as it is, that is plus 4n is equal to 1. Now doing the cancellation, students, 6 ones are 6 kitnes are 12? 2s are perfect. So in the next step, now tell me 2 ones are will give us how much? 2 plus 4n as it is equal to 1 as it is. Now keeping 4n as it is, students, 1 as it is. Now 2 here is there with a plus sign. If it goes on the other side of equal to, then it will become minus 2. All right. So keeping 4n as it is, tell me students, 1 minus 2 is how much? Minus 1. Perfect. So therefore n would be equal to minus 1 upon 4. So with this, I get the value of n as well. That is n is equal to minus 1 upon 4. So students, we have got the value of both the variables, that is m and n. Shall we proceed with writing the final statement? Very good. Nahi, because the two alphabets in the original question were x and y. So we need to find the value of x and y. So students, now to bring back x and y in this sum, what do we need to do? Absolutely correct. We need to resubstitute. We resubstitute the values of m and n. So students, initially we had substituted 1 upon x as equal to m. So keeping 1 upon x as it is equal to m. What is the value of m that we have got? 1/6, तो m के जगह पे लिखते हैं 1/6, and initially students we had substituted 1/y as equal to n, तो keeping 1/y as it is, n का वैल्यू कितना मिला है? -1/4. Perfect. I hope so this step of resubstituting is very clear to everyone. So now students, 1/x is equal to 1/6. So now if we do the reciprocal, so in that case x would be equal to, very good, x would be equal to 6. Similarly students, 1/y is equal to 1/4. So here also if we do the reciprocal students, so y would be equal to, perfect, that minus sign will remain as it is, and 4 upar, so that would be -4. So now we get the values of x and y students. So now let us write down the final statement. The solution of the given simultaneous equation is x comma y. Tell me, what is the value of x that we have got? 6. And what is the value of y that we have got? -4. A full-fledged 4-mark sum, students. I hope so. The solving of these special type of equations is quite clear to each and every student. Am I right? All right. So now let us quickly proceed towards the next sum, students. Okay. Problem set 1, main question number 6. Again, the question says, solve the following simultaneous equation. A sum carrying weightage of 4 marks. Now students, again, we have been given 2 equations. अब इसमें वापस थोड़ा changes है students. Look at the equations very carefully. I want every one of you to read the first equation. 7x minus 2y upon xy is equal to 5. Which are the two alphabets here? X and y. Can you see that peculiarity? यहाँ पर x और y का product भी दिख रहा है, right? X into y. All right, all right. Let us see what is to be done with it later on. All right. Everyone look at the second equation. Read the second equation. 8x plus 7y upon xy is equal to 15. Which are the two alphabets in this equation? X and y. All right. Now students, here there is a peculiar thing which you need to remember. All right. Now what is that peculiar thing? Let us consider the first equation. This first equation has been given to us, 7x minus 2y upon xy is equal to 5. Now here students, alphabets are there in the numerator as well as in the denominator. दोनों जगह पे अल्फाबेट है, न्यूमरेटर में भी है एंड डिनोमिनेटर में भी है. तो देन हाउ टू गो अबाउट विद सॉल्विंग दिस सम और सॉल्विंग दिस इक्वेशन? नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, एवरीबॉडी लुक एट द डिनोमिनेटर. डिनोमिनेटर xy. Now students, do you all know, numerator में there are two terms, 7x and 2y. But जो denominator है xy, that is a common denominator, which means कि ये जो denominator xy है वो 7x का भी है and वो denominator xy 2y का भी है. तो let us separate both the terms. In that case students, ये xy 7x के साथ भी जाएगा, तो that would be 7x upon xy minus ये xy 2y के साथ भी जाएगा, तो it will be 2y upon xy. I hope so this step is very clear to everyone students. Numerator में we had two terms, that is 7x minus 2y, but denominator was common to both. मतलब denominator 7x का भी है and denominator 2y का भी है. So let us separate the terms here. Now why that separation has been done, you will understand it in the next step. All right. Now keeping equal to 5 as it is. Now students, look at the first term, 7x upon xy. Can I say x and x will get cancel? So we are left out with 7 upon y. Keeping minus sign as it is. Look at the term 2y upon xy. Which term will get cancelled? Very good. Y and y will get cancelled. So we are left out with 2 upon x and equal to 5 as it is. Now usually students, हमने last lecture में discuss किया था, we always write the equation in alphabetical order. तो xy अगर रहेगा तो x पहले लिखते हैं और y बाद में लिखते हैं. तो यहाँ पर let us arrange it. तो हम लोग x वाले टर्म को पहले लाते हैं, लेकिन x के साथ माइनस का साइन है, तो we'll write -2 upon x. y वाले को बीच में रख रहे हैं, लेकिन y वाले का प्लस साइन है, that will be +7 upon y is equal to 5. So now I'll number this equation as equation number 1. Now students, look at equation 1 very carefully. Now tell me whether both the alphabets, where are they present? In the numerator or in the denominator? In the denominator. Perfect. I hope so कि जो question में equation दिया था, where alphabet were present both in the numerator as well as in the denominator, how did we frame the first equation from that? All right, take care. So now students, you all are going to help me out in following the same process for the second equation. Okay, second equation is 8x plus 7y upon xy is equal to 50. Now tell me students, इसमें denominator क्या दिख रहा है? xy. But numerator में there are two terms. Which are the two terms? 8x and 7y. But the denominator is common to both. मतलब ये xy 8x का भी है and ये xy 7y का भी है. So let us separate the terms. So it would be 8x upon xy plus 7y upon xy is equal to 50. Now students, quickly do the cancellations. X cancel, तो बचा है 8 upon y plus y cancel, so we are left out with 7 upon x and equal to 50. Let us arrange it in the alphabetical order, students. Tell me, first आएगा 7 upon x, then plus would be 8 upon y is equal to 15. So now let us number this equation as equation number 2. So now students, look at equation 1 and equation 2 very carefully. Now this is exactly the same sum that we had learned today, the first sum of this lecture. Am I right? So I'm not going to solve after this. इसके बाद का portion you will be solving it, but that too as assignment. So for the time being, students, I want every one of you to copy this much part. Exactly 2 minutes for doing so. Your time starts now. One more minute, students. All right, stop writing everyone. Okay, now moving towards the next sum, students. Problem set 1, main question number 6 ka sum number second. Okay, the question says solve the following simultaneous equations. Okay, exactly the same process that we need to follow for those special type of equations. Okay, now I want every one of you to look at the two equations very carefully. I want every one of you to read the first equation. 7 upon 2x plus 1 plus 13 upon y plus 2 is equal to 27. Which are the two alphabets in this equation? X and y. And where are the alphabets present? In the numerator or in the denominator? Very good, in the denominator. All right. I want every one of you to read the second equation. 13 upon 2x plus 1 plus 7 upon y plus 2 is equal to 33. Now tell me, students, which are the two alphabets in this equation? X and y. And where are both the alphabets present? In the denominator. All right. So means in the given equation, both the alphabets are present in the denominator. And if both the alphabets of the variables are present in the denominator, means these equations are not linear equations. But we can make these equations linear equations by proper substitution. So let us start with the process. Let us consider the first equation. Now students, look at the first term. 7 upon 2x plus 1. Tell me, how will we write this term? Very good. It can be written as 7 into 1 upon 2x plus 1. Because when we open up the bracket, so the 7 gets multiplied with the numerator. So 7 ones will be 7. And the denominator will remain as it is, that is 2x plus 1. So we get it as 7 upon 2x plus 1 only. All right. Now, next term, 13 upon y plus 2. Tell me how to write down this term. Very good. 13 into 1 upon y plus 2 equal to 27 as it is. So I'll number this as equation number 1. Now everyone look at the second equation. Now quickly tell me, students, 13 upon 2x plus 1. How will we write it down? Very good. 13 into 1 upon 2x plus 1. Okay. 7 upon y plus 2. How will we write it down? Very good. 7 into 1 upon y plus 2 equal to 33 as it is, numbering it as equation number 2. So now students, in the next step, let us do the substitution. But I think we are very well aware, we always substitute for that part which is common in both the equation. So which is the common part in both the equation, students? Very good. 1 upon 2x plus 1 hai, and the second one is 1 upon y plus 2. So let us substitute 1 upon 2x plus 1 as say equal to m. मतलब जिधर 1 upon 2x plus 1 दिखेगा उसके जगह पे हम क्या डालेंगे? m. And let us substitute 1 upon y plus 2 as equal to n. मतलब जिधर 1 upon y plus 2 दिखेगा उसके जगह पे क्या डालेंगे? n. Perfect. So let us start with the substitution process, students. So look at the first equation. Keeping 7 as it is, 1 upon 2x plus 1 hai. So what will we write instead of it? Absolutely correct. n. Keeping plus 13 as it is, 1 upon y plus 2 hai. उसके जगह पे क्या लिखेंगे? Very good. N is equal to 27. With this we get the linear equation. So we'll number it as equation number 3. Moving further, students, let us do the substitution in equation number 2. 13 को वैसे ही रख रहे हैं. 1 upon 2x plus 1 की जगह पे क्या लिखेंगे? Very good. M plus sign as it is, 7 as it is. 1 upon y plus 2 की जगह पे क्या लिखेंगे? Absolutely correct. N is equal to 33. So another linear equation. So we'll number this equation as equation number 4. So students, both the equations which were given to us, the special equations which were given to us in the question have been converted into linear equation. And now we know how to solve these linear equation. But students, again, look at the two equations, 3 and 4. Tell me, in equation number 3, what is the coefficient of m? 7. Okay. In equation 4, what is the coefficient of n? 7. मतलब जो equation 3 में m के साथ था वो equation 4 में n का हो गया. All right. ठीक है. Now tell me, students, in equation number 3, what is the coefficient of n? 13. In equation 4, what is the coefficient of m? 13. मतलब जो इक्वेशन 3 में n का था वो इक्वेशन 4 में m का हो गया। तो स्टूडेंट्स कैन आई से कि यहाँ पर there is interchange of coefficients among the variable, and if there is interchange of coefficients among the variables, students, if I'm not wrong, there is a special technique that we use. Can you tell me what is the name of that special technique? Absolutely correct, ASA, which stands for what, students? Adding, subtracting, adding. Perfect. So let us start with the very first step, that is adding equation number 3 and 4. So we'll add equation number 3 and equation number 4. So we are adding it now, students. Tell me 7m plus 13m. Kitna dega? Absolutely correct. 20m plus 13n plus 7n. Kitna dega? Very good. 20n is equal to 27 plus 33. Kitna dega? Absolutely correct. All right. Now, students, look at the numbers that we are having in this equation. 20, 20, 60. क्या ये तीनों नंबर 20 के टेबल में जाएगा? Yes. So in the next step, we'll divide throughout by 20. So if I divide the first term 20m by 20, 20, 20 will get cancelled. So what are we left out with? M plus sign as it is. If we divide 20n by 20, 20, 20 will get cancelled. What are we left out with? N is equal to, if we divide 60 by 20, so 21s are 20 kitnes are, students? Absolutely correct. 3s are. So we get a linear equation again, a new linear equation. So we'll number it as equation number 5. So students, ASA ka adding is done. Now the second step, S, that is subtracting. So we'll subtract equation number 4 from equation number 3. So from ke baad we are having equation 3. So we'll write down equation 3 first. From ke pehle we are having equation 4. So now we'll write down equation 4 below. Students, we are subtracting the two equations. So niche wale equation ka signs will get changed. So tell me, students, 13m का साइन क्या दिख रहा है? चेंज होगा तो वेरी गुड. 7n का साइन क्या दिख रहा है? चेंज होगा तो एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट. 33 का साइन क्या दिख रहा है? चेंज होगा तो वेरी गुड. ठीक है. तो नाउ लेट अस स्टार्ट सब्ट्रैक्टिंग इट. नाउ टेल मी स्टूडेंट्स, 7m minus 13m. 7 का साइन प्लस है, 13 का साइन माइनस है. प्लस माइनस माइनस करना है. 13 में से 7 गया तो हाउ मच, स्टूडेंट्स? वेरी गुड, 6m. लेकिन साइन तो बड़े नंबर का रहेगा, तो 13 का साइन इज माइनस. ऑल राइट. नाउ टेल मी स्टूडेंट्स, 13n minus 7n कितना देगा? Absolutely correct. Plus 6n is equal to 27 minus 33. Very good. बड़े नंबर का साइन 33 का साइन is minus, so the answer would be minus 6. So in the next step, students, now what we'll do is, now look at the numbers that we are having. 6, 6 and 6. So in that case, I think these three numbers 6 के टेबल में जाएंगे. लेकिन है ना स्टूडेंट्स, सी इक्वेशन के स्टार्टिंग में ना नेगेटिव साइन है. तो यूजुअली वी डोंट कीप नेगेटिव साइन इन द बिगनिंग. रहा तो भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट यूजुअली वी अवॉइड डूइंग इट. तो व्हाट वी विल डू इज, हियर ना इंस्टेड ऑफ जस्ट डिवाइडिंग ईच टर्म बाय 6, we'll divide each term by -6. So now students, if I'll divide the first term by -6, minus 6 will get cancel. तो we are left out with m. देखो इक्वेशन के स्टार्टिंग का नेगेटिव साइन हट गया. नेक्स्ट, इफ वी डिवाइड 6n by -6, तो माइनस साइन आ जाएगा and 6 and 6 will get cancelled. So we are left out with n equal to, then if we divide -6 by -6, so -6 will get cancelled. So we are left out with 1. So we get one more new linear equation. So we'll number it as equation number 6. All right. So students, ASA ka A is done, S is done. Now moving towards the last A. So in that case, students, again adding, but this time we'll add the two new equation, that is equation number 5 and 6. So we'll add equation number 5 and 6. So students, equation 5 and then equation 6. Let's start adding it. Tell me students, plus n minus n will get cancel. Then m plus n will give us 2m is equal to 3 plus 1 will give us 4. Perfect. So now students, m would be equal to 4 upon 2. Do the cancellation. 2 ones are 2. 2s are perfect. So we get the value of m as 2. I hope so. The value of m is clear to everyone. So now since we have got the value of m, let us substitute this value in any of the equation to find the value of the other alphabet, that is n. So let us put m equal to 2 in say equation number 5. So now students, everyone look at equation number 5. m plus n is equal to 3. Now in this equation, in place of m, we'll put what? Very good. 2 plus n equal to 3 as it is. Keeping n as it is equal to 3 as it is. If plus 2 goes on the other side, it will become minus 2. Keeping n as it is, 3 minus 2 kitna dega? 1. So in that case, students, we have got the value of n as well. That is n is equal to 1. Is the sum over, students? No, we need to find the value of which two alphabets? Absolutely correct, x and y. So अब x and y को वापस लाने के लिए, what is the next step that we need to do? Very good, resubstituting. So we resubstitute the values of a, m and n. So in that case, tell me students, starting में हमने substitute किया था 1 upon 2x plus 1 as equal to m. लेकिन m का वैल्यू कितना आया है? 2. तो m के जगह पे डाला 2. And starting में we had substituted 1 upon y plus 2 as equal to n. लेकिन n का वैल्यू कितना आया है? 1. Perfect. So in that case, students, now look at the next step very carefully. 1 upon 2x plus 1 is equal to 2. So now if we do the reciprocal, 2 के नीचे denominator में कुछ नहीं है, means it is 1. So now if we do the reciprocal, so in that case, what would be it? 2x plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 2. Right? Similarly, students, here on the other side, 1 upon y plus 2 is equal to 1. 1 के नीचे denominator कुछ नहीं है, means it is 1. So means 1 upon y plus 2 is equal to 1 upon 1. And if we do the reciprocal, तो y plus 2 ऊपर, तो y plus 2 is equal to 1 upon 1. 1 upon 1 is nothing but 1. Now here, students, 2 is getting divided on the right hand side. If it goes on the other side, it will get multiplied. तो ये पूरा 2x plus 1 will get multiplied by 2. So tell me 2x into 2 कितना देगा? 4x plus sign as it is. 2 into 1 कितना देगा? 2. Perfect. And here we are left out with only 1. And here, students, keeping y as it is equal to 1 as it is, plus 2. If it goes on the other side, minus 2. Now 4x we are keeping it as it is, students. 1 को वैसे ही रख रहे. Plus 2, if it goes on the other side, it will become minus 2. And here y is equal to, tell me students, 1 minus 2 will give us how much? Minus 1. Perfect. Next step में, keeping 4x as it is equal to 1 minus 2 is how much, students? Minus 1. And y is equal to minus 1 as it is. Now students, if 4x is equal to minus 1, then x would be equal to minus 1 upon 4. Very good. And we have already got the value of y as minus 1. So now we get the values of both the alphabet, that is x and y, students. So let us write the final statement. The solution of the given simultaneous equation is x comma y. What is the value of x that we have got? Minus 1 upon 4. And what is the value of y that we have got? Minus 1. Perfect. I hope so, students. All the steps of this particular sum is quite clear to each and every student, right? Okay. Now we'll quickly have a small break of 5 minutes and then we'll continue. Okay? Break of 5 minutes, students. All right, students, moving towards the next sum. It's practice set 1.4, main question number 1, sum number 2nd. Okay. Students, the question says, solve the following simultaneous equation. Now, again, we have been given two equations out here. It is 10 upon x plus y plus 2 upon x minus y is equal to 4. The second equation, 15 upon x plus y minus 5 upon x minus y is equal to minus 2. Now, students, you all tell me, in both the equations, which are the two alphabets that you can see? Very good, x and y. Now, can you all tell me, students, both the alphabets, where are they present? In the numerator or in the denominator? Denominator, perfect. So again, the special type of equations, right? And we are very well aware that how do we solve these special type of equations. So let us start solving both the equations, students. Now I want every one of you to first consider the first equation. 10 upon x plus y plus 2 upon x minus y is equal to 4. Now students, tell me 10 upon x plus y. How will you write this term as? Very good. It will be 10 into 1 upon x plus y. Because when you will multiply, the 10 gets multiplied with the numerator. So 10 ones is 10 upon x plus y. All right, take care. Next, plus 2 upon x minus y. Students, tell me how will you write this as? Very good. It will be 2 into 1 upon x minus y is equal to 4 as it is. So I'll number this equation as equation number 1. Now students, look at the second equation. Tell me, how will you write 15 upon x plus y as? Very good. It is 15 into 1 upon x plus y minus, how will you write 5 upon x minus y as? Absolutely correct. 5 into 1 upon x minus y is equal to minus 2. So now students, this would be our equation number 2. So now students, look at both the equations very carefully. Right? So now in the next step, we are going to do the substitution. But students, we'll substitute only for that part. जो दोनों equation में क्या होगा? Common. So which are the portion that you can see common in both the equation? Very good. 1 upon x plus y and 1 upon x minus y. So in the next step, we'll substitute 1 upon x plus y as say equal to m, means जिधर 1 upon x plus y दिखा, हम उसके जगह पे क्या डालेंगे? m. And we'll substitute 1 upon x minus y as equal to n. मतलब जहां 1 upon x minus y दिखा, उसके जगह पे हम क्या डालेंगे? n. Very good. Now students, solving it further, let us do the substitution part. Keeping 10 as it is, 1 upon x plus y के जगह पे हम क्या डालेंगे? m plus 2 as it is. 1 upon x minus y के जगह पे क्या लिखेंगे? n is equal to 4. So we get the linear equation. So let us number it as equation number 3. Now students, do the substitution in the second equation now. Keeping 15 as it is, 1 upon x plus y के जगह पे क्या लिखेंगे? m minus 5 as it is. 1 upon x minus y के जगह पे क्या लिखेंगे? n is equal to minus 2 will remain as it is. So we get one more linear equation, right? So we'll number it as equation number 4. So now students, we have got the linear equations. So now let us start solving both these linear equations now. All right, take care. So now linear equation, we'll solve it by elimination by equating the coefficients. Take care. Now tell me students, elimination by equating the coefficients. What is the first step that we need to follow? Very good. Check whether the equations are present in their basic form, or अगर basic form में है तो we need to number the equations, right? All right. तो ये already हो चुका है. They are already in their basic form and numbering has already been done as equation 3 and 4. Next step says select any one alphabet of your choice. So now students, we need to select any one alphabet of our choice. So in equation 3 and 4, which are the two alphabets that we are having? M and N. So now students, let us do one thing. Let us select the alphabet N. तो हम लोग अब पूरा फोकस सिर्फ अल्फाबेट n पे रखेंगे. Now after selecting the alphabet, हम उस अल्फाबेट के कोएफिशिएंट्स को इक्वल करेंगे. तो tell me students, in equation 3, what is the coefficient of n? 2. In equation 4, what is the coefficient of n? Ignore the sign. 5. So 2 and 5, are the coefficients equal? No, the coefficients are not equal. So in that case, students, we'll have to make the coefficients equal. तो sir, लेकिन 2 को 5 नहीं बना पाएंगे, 5 को 2 नहीं बना पाएंगे. Let us take the LCM. So tell me students, 2 5s is how much? 10. तो in that case, हम लोग n के coefficients को 10 बना देंगे. तो now tell me, 2 कितने जा will give me 10? 5s are. So what we'll do is in the next step, we'll multiply entire equation 3 by 5. So now students, if I multiply entire equation 3 by 5, so tell me 10m into 5, कितना देगा? Perfect, 50m plus sign as it is. 2n into 5, कितना देगा? 10n, perfect, is equal to 4 into 5, कितना देगा? 20. So we get one more linear equation. Let us number it as equation number 5. तो अब equation 3 पे हमारा ध्यान नहीं रहेगा. We'll focus on equation 4 and 5. लेकिन students equation 4 में भी n का coefficient हमें 10 बनाना था. तो tell me 5 कितने जा will give us 10. 2 जा. तो we'll multiply entire equation 4 by 2. So if we multiply entire equation 4 by 2 students, so tell me 15m into 2 कितना देगा? Perfect. 30m minus 5n into 2 कितना देगा? Absolutely correct. 10n is equal to minus 2 into 2 कितना देगा? Minus 4. Very good, students. So we get the next linear equation. So we'll number it as equation 6. So now students, our entire focus should be on this two linear equation, that is 5 and 6. Okay. So now students, tell me equation number 5. What is the coefficient of n? 10. In equation 6, what is the coefficient of n? 10. Perfect, students. So now the coefficients have become equal. So once the coefficients become equal, then we need to pay attention to their sign. So tell me, students, in equation 5, what is the sign of n? Plus. In equation 6, what is the sign of n? Minus. Plus, minus. Same sign or different sign? Different sign. So what are we going to do? Absolutely correct. Adding. So in the next step, we'll add equation number 5 and 6. So let us take up equation number 5 and 6, students. So we'll add both the equation. Tell me, students, plus 10n minus 10n will get cancel. 50m plus 30m will give us 80m is equal to 20 minus 4 will give us 16. Perfect. So now tell me, students, 80m is equal to 16. So m will be equal to 16 upon 80. So in that case, students, 16 ones are 16 5s are 80. So we get the value of m as equal to 1 upon 5. So with this, we get the value of the alphabet m, that is 1 upon 5. All right. So students, m ka value aa gaya 1 upon 5. So now we need to find the value of the other alphabet, that is n. So now that is quite simple. Let us substitute this value of m, say 1 upon 5, in equation number 3. So now, students, in equation 3, that is 10m plus 2n is equal to 4. Okay, we'll keep 10 as it is. M, what is the value of m that you can see there? 1 upon 5. So in place of m, we'll substitute its value, that is 1 upon 5 plus 2n is equal to 4. Now, students, tell me, here 5 ones are, 5 kitne are? 2s are. So here we have 2 as it is, plus 2n as it is, equal to 4. So in the next step, students, keeping 2n as it is equal to 4 as it is, plus 2. If it goes on the other side, what will it become? Minus 2. Absolutely correct. So in that case, 2n is equal to 4 minus 2 is how much? 2. So n will be equal to what, students? 2 upon 2. Perfect. So in that case, 2 ones are 2 ones are. So what will be the value of n? Very good. 1. So with this, students, we get the value of both the alphabets, that is m as well as n. So now, students, sum khatam nahi hua. We need to find the value of x and y. So to bring back x and y, we'll do which step? Resubstitution. Perfect. So we'll resubstitute the values of m and n. So students, starting me, we had substituted 1 upon x plus y as equal to m. So keeping 1 upon x plus y as it is, what is the value of m that we have got? Very good, 1 upon 5. And we had substituted 1 upon x minus y as equal to n. So taking 1 upon x minus y as it is equal to n. What is the value of n that we have got? 1. Perfect. So now, students, solving it further. Now here, 1 upon x plus y is equal to 1 upon 5. So if we do the reciprocal, students, what will we get? Very good. X plus y is equal to 5. Now, students, here we get one more linear equation. So let us number this equation as equation number 7. Similarly, students, if you look at the other part, 1 upon x minus y is equal to 1. अब ये 1 के नीचे denominator कुछ नहीं है, तो we can say the denominator is 1, right? So 1 upon x minus y is equal to 1 upon 1. So now if we do the reciprocal, what will be the answer? Very good. X minus y is equal to 1. So we get one more new equation. So let us number it as equation number 8. Now students, we have not yet got the value of x and y. Instead, we have got two new equations. Now we need to solve these two equations and get the value of x and y. Now students, let us see how to solve these two equations. Let us quickly solve it by elimination by equating the coefficient. Now, any one alphabet that we need to select of our choice. Let us select y here. Now tell me students, what is the coefficient of y in the seventh equation? 1. Kuch nahi means the number is 1. What is the coefficient of y in the eighth equation? 1. Perfect. तो मतलब उधर भी 1 है, इधर भी 1 है. So in that case, the coefficients are already equal. So now let us proceed towards checking the sign. So tell me students, equation 7 में y का sign क्या है? Plus. Equation 8 में y का sign क्या है? Minus. तो plus, minus. Same sign or different sign? Different sign. और अगर different sign रहेगा तो students क्या करना है? Absolutely correct. We are going to add equation number 7 and equation number 8. So let's start adding equation number 7 and 8, students. So equation 7 and equation 8, we are adding both the equation. Now here, while adding it, students, plus y minus y will get cancel. X plus x will give us how much, students? 2x is equal to 5 plus 1 will give us how much? 6. Perfect. So in that case, students, x would be equal to 6 upon 2. 2 ones are 2 kitnes are, students? 3s are. So in that case, students, we get the value of x as what? 3. So now we get the value of one alphabet, that is x. So now we can easily find the value of the other alphabet, that is y, by substituting. So let us substitute x equal to 3 in any of the equation. Let us put it in equation number 7. So students, look at equation number 7. X plus y is equal to 5. So x ke jagah pe we'll put the value. What is that value? 3. So 3 plus y is equal to 5. So keeping y as it is, equal to 5 as it is, plus 3. Equal to के उस तरफ गया तो minus 3. तो y is equal to 5 minus 3 कितना देगा? Absolutely correct. 2. So in that case, students, we get the value of both the alphabet, that is x and y. So now let us write down the final statement. So therefore, solution of the given simultaneous equation is x comma y. What is the value of x? 3. And what is the value of y? 2. A full-fledged 4-mark sum, students. I hope so. All the steps of this sum is clear to everyone. So now I'm giving you exactly 8 minutes, students. I want you to quickly copy down this sum. Exactly 8 minutes, students. Hurry up, students. Last 2 minutes. All right. Stop writing, students. Now moving towards the next sum, students. Practice set 1.4, main question number 1. Okay. The question says solve the following simultaneous equation. We have been given two equations. Okay. I want every one of you to look at both the equations very carefully. First of all, everyone, read the first equation. 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 3 upon 4. Which are the two variables in this? X and y. And where are both these variables or alphabets present? In the denominator. All right. Now, everybody read the second equation. 1 upon 2 into 3x plus y minus 1 upon 2 into 3x minus y is equal to minus 1 upon 8. Which are the two alphabets in this equation, students? X and y. And where are both the alphabets present? In the denominator. Perfect. All right. So in that case, students, again, these are special type of equations. And now we are very well aware how do we solve these special type of equations. So let us consider the first equation. Achha. Now, in this first equation, students, look at it very carefully. 1 upon 3x plus y plus 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 3 upon 4. The student's denominator 4 will create a problem for us later on. So what we will do is, we will get rid of this denominator 4 which is present on the right hand side. And to get rid of this denominator 4, students, what we will do is, we will multiply each term by 4. Means the first term will also get multiplied by 4. Second term will also get multiplied by 4. And this third term will also get multiplied by 4. Now, after multiplying each term by 4, students, here 4 and 4 will get cancelled. And keeping rest everything as it is, so this will be 4 into 1 upon 3x plus y plus 4 into 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 3. And for the time being, students, we'll number it as equation number 1. Now, students, look at the second equation. Now, in the second equation, students, keep that 1 upon 3x plus y separate, 1 upon 3x minus y separate. So if you look at the other denominators which are present, in the first term, we have denominator 2. Second term, we have denominator 2. And in the third term, we have denominator 8. So now to get rid of these three numbers, students, let us do one thing. We'll multiply each term by 8. Why by 8? Because 8 8 के टेबल में तो जाता ही है and 8 2 के टेबल में भी जाता है. So it will become easy for us to do the cancellation. So to get rid of this denominator 2, 2 and 8, we'll multiply each term by 8. So now students, if I multiply each term by 8, let us do the cancellation. 2 ones are 2 kitne za? 4 za? 2 ones are 2 kitne za? 4 za? And here 8 and 8 will get cancelled. So students, here we are left out with 4 into 1 upon 3x plus y minus 4 into 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to minus 1. And for the time being, let us number this equation as equation number 2. All right. Now, students, if you look at both the equations very carefully, in this equation, just a second, student.
Good evening, students. Kindly allow us for 5 minutes to time. There is some technical glitches. Do not go away. We shall be back in 5 minutes. Sorry for the interruption. Please do not go anywhere. We will continue in 5 minutes. There is some technical issue. Thank you so much.
All right. Sorry for the interruption, students. Okay. So now moving further, students, now if you look at both the equations, okay. Now here in the next part, what are we going to do is we are going to substitute. But students, to make the equations linear equations, we always substitute for that part which is present in both the equation, which will be common to both the equations, right? So in that case, students, now if you look at both the equations, so we'll substitute for the very first common part, which is the first common part, 1 upon 3x plus y. So in that case, students, we'll substitute 1 upon 3x plus y as say equal to m. And we'll substitute for the second common part, that is 1 upon 3x minus y as equal to n. तो नाउ स्टूडेंट्स जहां पे 1 अपॉन 3x प्लस वाई दिखेगा उसके जगह पे हम m डालेंगे और जिधर 1 अपॉन 3x माइनस वाई दिखेगा उसके जगह पे हम n डालेंगे. तो इन दैट केस स्टूडेंट्स, तो नाउ लेट अस स्टार्ट विद द सब्स्टिट्यूशन. इन इक्वेशन 1 we'll keep 4 as it is. 1 upon 3x plus y के जगह पे we'll write m plus 4 as it is. 1 upon 3x minus y के जगह पे we'll put n is equal to 3. Right? So we have got the linear equation. So let us number it as equation number 3. Next, let us do the substitution in the second equation also. 4 as it is. 1 upon 3x plus y, students. So in place of that, we'll write m minus 4 as it is. 1 upon 3x minus y के जगह पे we'll write down n is equal to minus 1. So we'll number this equation as equation number 4. So now students, we have got the two linear equations. So now let us quickly solve these linear equations by elimination by equating the coefficients. So now students, the very first step that we need to follow is what? Yes, we need to check whether the equations are present in its basic form. And if they are present in its basic form, then we number the given equation. So the students, the equations are already been numbered, right? So we'll proceed towards the next step. The second step is what, students? We select any one alphabet of our choice. So in that case, students, here we'll select, say, alphabet N. Okay. Now here, if we select alphabet N, students, now tell me in equation number 3, what is the coefficient of N? 4. In equation 4, what is the coefficient of N? 4. So students, दोनों जगह पे the coefficients of N is 4. तो coefficients are already equal. तो हमें कुछ equal करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So now since the coefficients are equal, now let us pay attention to their sign. तो tell me students, equation 3 में n का sign क्या दिख रहा है? Plus. Equation 4 में n का sign क्या दिख रहा है? Minus. तो equation 3 में n का sign plus है, equation 4 में n का sign minus है. Right? So same plus minus, same sign or different sign? Different sign. So if the signs are different, students, what are we going to do? Absolutely correct. We are going to add both the equation, that is 3 and 4. So let us add equation 3 and 4, students. So equation 3, I'm writing it down as it is. Equation 4. Now let's start adding it. Tell me, students, plus 4n minus 4n will get cancel. 4m plus 4m will give us 8m is equal to 3 minus 1 will give us perfect. So m is equal to 2 upon 8. So now students, if we do the cancellation, 2 1s are 2 4s are. So what is the value of m that we get? 1 upon 4. So students, we have got the value of one alphabet, that is m, as equal to 1 upon 4. So now let us substitute this value so as to get the value of the other alphabet, that is n. So now students, let us put the value of m as equal to 1 upon 4 in, say, equation number 3. Now here equation 3 is 4m plus 4n equal to 3. Now in here, students, in place of m, we'll put its value, that is 1 upon 4. So 4 वैसे ही रख रहे, m के जगह पे डाला 1 upon 4. Then plus 4n is equal to 3. So now students, here 4 and 4 will get cancelled. Keeping 1 as it is plus 4n as it is equal to 3. Now students, we'll keep 4n as it is equal to 3 as it is, and plus 1. If it goes on the other side, what will it become? Minus 1. Keeping 4n as it is, students, 3 minus 1 will give us how much? 2. Then keeping n as it is, 2 upon 4. Do the cancellation, students. 2 ones are 2 kitne are 4s are. So we get the value of n as 1 upon 2. So now, students, we have got the value of the two alphabets m and n. Is the sum over? No, we need to find the value of x and y. So for that, to bring x and y back in the sum, we'll have to do what, students? Absolutely correct. Resubstitution. So let us start with resubstituting the values of m and n. So in that case, students, initially we had substituted 1 upon 3x plus y as equal to m. But now we have got the value of m. What is the value of m? 1 upon 4. And similarly, 1 upon 3x minus y, we have substituted it as n. We have got the value of n. What is the value of n? 1 upon 2. So now, students, in this case, now for the next step, if you look at it, 1 upon 3x plus y is equal to 1 upon 4. So now, if you do the reciprocal, what will it become? Absolutely correct. 3x plus y is equal to 4. We have got one more new equation. So let us number it as equation number 5. Next part, students, it is 1 upon 3x minus y is equal to 1 upon 2. So now if you do the reciprocal, it will be 3x minus x minus y is equal to 2. So again, we get one more equation. So let us number it as equation number 6. So now, students, again, instead of getting the value of x and y, we have got two more new equations. So now we need to solve these two equations and get the values of x and y. So let us quickly solve it by elimination by equating the coefficient. First step is already followed. They have already numbered the equation as 5 and 6. So now we need to select the alphabet. So students, let us select the alphabet y. Now here, if I select the alphabet y, now my full focus will be on alphabet y. Now check at the coefficients. Tell me, students, in equation 5, what is the coefficient of y? 1. Kuch nahi means the number is 1. In equation 6, what is the coefficient of y? Perfect. 1. Kuch nahi, the coefficient is 1. ऊपर भी 1 है, नीचे भी 1 है. So the coefficients of y are already equal. Now, since the coefficients of y are already equal, now let us pay attention to their sign. So now, students, tell me, equation 5 में y का साइन क्या है? प्लस. इक्वेशन 6 में y का साइन क्या है? माइनस. तो प्लस माइनस, सेम साइन और डिफरेंट साइन? Different sign. So in that case, we'll add both the equation. So adding equation number 5 and equation number 6. So students, equation 5 and equation 6. Let us add both the equation. Now while adding both the equation, students, now your plus y minus y will get cancelled. Tell me, 3x plus 3x will give us how much? 6x is equal to 4 plus 2 is how much? 6. So now, students, x will be equal to 6 upon 6. So what would be the answer? 1. 6 upon 6. When we cancel it, 6 ones are 6 ones are. So the value of x is 1. So we have got the value of one alphabet x, but we still need to find the value of other alphabet, that is y. So for that, what we need to do is, very good, we'll substitute x equal to y in any of the equation. So let us put it in equation number 5. So students, look at equation 5. 3x plus y is equal to 4. Now in this equation, in place of x, we'll put what? 1. Very good. So solving it further, 3 into 1 will give us 3 plus y is equal to 4. Y as it is equal to 4 and plus 3 if it goes on the other side, it will become minus 3. So y is equal to 4 minus 3 kitna? 1. So now we get the value of y, students, as equal to 1. So now since we have got the value of both the alphabets, so now let us write the final statement. Therefore, solution of the given simultaneous equations is x comma y, where the value of x is what? 1 and the value of y is what? 1. Perfect. There's a full-fledged 4-mark sum, students. With this, we are done with solving of the special type of equations which are not linear, but we can make it linear by proper substitution. I hope so. All the sums that we have discussed in today's lecture is quite clear to everyone. Now, students, kindly note down the assignment for today. The assignment for today is practice set 1.4 का मेन क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का सम नंबर 3 एंड प्रॉब्लम सेट 1 का मेन क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 का सम नंबर 4 एंड 5. Once again I repeat students, practice set 1.4 का मेन क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 का सम नंबर 3 एंड प्रॉब्लम सेट 1 का मेन क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 का सम नंबर 4 एंड 5. All right, take care. And students, before attending tomorrow's lecture, kindly ensure that whatever we have learned in this chapter till date, you'll revise it properly. Because from tomorrow onwards, we are going to begin with the word problems in linear equation in two variables. So kindly ensure that whatever we have learned till today is very thorough. Any doubt or any difficulty, you can make a note of the same. All right. Tomorrow, you will have the lecture at the same time. Initial 2:30 to 4:30 geometry lecture, and in the evening 5:15, 1:5 to 7:15, you will have algebra lecture. And by today end of the day, you will receive the link for both the lectures by your respective heads of the center. All right. That's all for today, students. Thank you very much.